The Himalayan Pinnacle, a divine teaching by Pujaniya Sri Madhava Chaitanya Ji. In the scenic Himalayan mountains live three friends tending dairy cows and sheep and doing horticulture for their sustenance. They used to serve priests, and their interactions with them sparked a desire to gain knowledge on other worldly wisdom. They were elated to know that in the days of yore, numerous otherworldly rishis used to stay in the mountains, especially at the tall pinnacle. The priest also revealed to the youth that right at the top there was an exceptional cave, and when someone entered it, they could stay alive without any heartbeat. Priest also informed them at the tallest top there was an unadulterated smooth cascade, and one who drinks that wonderful water will gain outright satisfaction. Other priests revealed to them that the highest point of the pinnacle had a viewpoint, and when somebody arrives at that viewpoint, then they can understand the entire universe for what it's worth. The youths were highly enthralled on hearing these stories and began dreaming about exploring the pinnacle. Their interest became deeper the longer they took part in discussions and made their minds to climb the hilltop to explore more. For several years in history, no one had successfully climbed the mountain top, and no one knew the journey to the peak, how hazardous the journey was, and so on. Even the priests couldn't give a clear picture, and yet the youths decided to move ahead with their plan. One rainy day, they were with their cow in the valley. To escape from the rain, they ran into a cave. They saw a monk meditating in the cave. They were scared to disturb the monk, but their desire urged them to try. They went to the monk and bowed to him and saying, "Pranam Guru." The monk opened his eyes and blessed them. The friends received the monk with love and respect. They succeeded in drawing attention to them. And then the monk suddenly asked them, "What is your desire? I will fulfill that." They became very happy and expressed their wish to the monk. The monk meditated for a while and told them that it will take 32 days of continuous walk to reach the peak, and daily they have to walk 15 hours. He also told them to take one more person with them who knew mountain climbing and could serve them. Saying this, the monk blessed them and gave some dry plant which they could eat along with some water to gain energy when they get tired during the journey. The friends returned to the village. They began searching for a fourth person who could accompany them in the village. It wasn't easy, as none of the people in the village will put their life in trouble. When they realized it wasn't possible to get a person from their own village, they went to a neighboring village, where they got a half crazy but healthy man. Once he heard the idea, he started to sing and dance, and without any objection, he agreed to be with them to climb the peak. They fixed a date with him and returned to their village and started preparations. On an auspicious day, they started their journey to the mountain peak. It was extremely hard and dangerous. Many times they felt they should return to the village and live their peaceful life. They were afraid to die in the mountains, but through the monk's blessings and with the fourth man's unstoppable energy and entertainment, they overcame all the difficulties. Strictly, they followed the wise monk's instruction and continued climbing. After 31 days of continuous climbing, they got very close to the peak. Suddenly, the impulses of their personal desires increased and unity was broken. They began to think of their personal aims to achieve once they reached the peak. On the 32nd day, they almost touched the peak. They saw sunshine reflecting on the cloud and millions of colors in the blue sky. Suddenly, each of them got confused. They started to doubt that soon they were reaching their destination. Also, they thought once they reached, maybe the information they got from different monks was wrong. They could not find their aim, or even if they find the aim, the result would not match with their dreams. The real fear of each was that I wouldn't reach my destination, and if others reach there, then it will be a disaster. They were highly emotional once they reached very close to the top of the peak. The fourth person, however, was very much relaxed. He didn't have any aim for himself. He was just serving them, singing and dancing for them, and he wanted to return as soon as possible to his village. In the evening, at the closing time of the day, which means Sandhya, they put their final foot on the top of the peak. Daylight was ending and moonlight was beginning. They made fire with the cressets in their hand, even before taking rest in the firelight, began to search for their own destinations. They separated suddenly. and each was very surprised to discover what they heard from the monks was exactly similar to what they were finding at the peak. They got happy and confident. They left the fourth one and went to their own destiny. Without any difficulty, they found their destination. Milky water flows were there. The first person's heart pulse became calm. With full of devotion, he touched the water and his whole body got electrified. He carried a special copper vessel with him, so he took it out and filled the vessel full of water. Without any doubts, with the full trust, he drank that water from the vessel. Suddenly, his past, present, future related thoughts disappeared, and unlimited flow of bliss entered his mind, so that he became immovable. Even he forgot to breathe. The third person went to search for the viewpoint. With the help of the fire which he carried in his hand, he also found the way easily and reached the bottom of the viewpoint. It looked like a triangular shaped building with a very narrow way to climb to the top. Only one human body could enter, it was that narrow. Impossible to turn around or return in that path, it seemed extremely difficult for him to climb. But his deep desire did not allow him to return. He was standing and looking at the sky. Suddenly, he noticed thousands of stars in the sky, and he felt that all the stars were blessing him as if he received a message, "Come as soon." Fears disappeared. He remembered all the monks he met in his life, and he prayed to them for his safe reach. He prayed to the thousands of stars, to full moon, to the sun which was hiding. In his prayers, he prayed to his father and mother. He prayed to the fire which he was holding in his hand, and very carefully started to climb through the narrow way to the top of that viewpoint. He didn't make any hurry. Slowly he reached the top of the viewpoint. He felt as he was in the sky. Just 12 steps away from the viewpoint, all his life memories awakened. He saw everything in a flashback. At the end of that, he came back to the present life. His foot touched the last step and his form disappeared. His sound disappeared. He became the universal sound, the sound which was before creation. His consciousness surrounded with billions of quantum, purest light without any shadow, purest sound without any variation. He realized the point as the place where the sound and the self-illumination existed. He realized the wholeness of the universe. This is Preksha Prakash with Media Eye News, Mumbai.